From a guy mocking an entire country to Ronaldo attacking a goalkeeper, these are the craziest penalty mind games in football history. And first, while Cristiano Ronaldo was preparing to take a penalty against Ireland, he got angry when O'Shea kicked the ball away from the spot.
And what has happened with Ronaldo here? Here it is.
O'Shea kicks it away, look.
And after falling for his opponent's mind games, he was distracted enough to do this.
VAR's intervention. Ronaldo against Bazunu. Oh, and he saved it! What a save from Gavin Bazunu! He's a star already. He has denied Ronaldo from the...
Speaking of distractions, the goalkeeper at number 29 completely fooled his opponent.
Hits makes the save. It stays 0-0.
After his team conceded a penalty, Marwin Hitz came up with a cunning way to gain an advantage. Take note of this. He knew the striker was right-footed, so he used his boots to dig up the left side of the penalty spot, knowing that Modeste would place his standing foot there before playing the ball. Now, watch his plan in action.
Just watch what Hitz is doing here. He's just trying to kick up the ground a little bit by that penalty spot. Hitz makes the save. It stays 0-0. Modeste.
Damn! Hitz might be a criminal mastermind in disguise.
War nicht so schön, wenn man es im Nachhinein sieht, aber in so einem intensiven Spiel mit so hitzigen Zuschauern macht man manchmal Sachen, die man für sich nicht kennt, und ja, klar, ich würde es nicht mehr machen.
But the player at number 28 turned his mind games into arrogance. Just look at this cold technique. Bro is making a penalty look like a stroll in the park. As a goalkeeper, I would have been pissed if a player humiliated me like that. But at number 27, Jurgen Klopp embarrassed himself when he tried to play penalty mind games. During a match between Liverpool and Arsenal, Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp was so confident that Salah would score his penalty that he turned his back to the action. As soon as he heard cheers, he turned to celebrate, only to discover that Salah had missed the penalty.
And at the Anfield end, he's put it wide! Can you believe it? Mo Salah, from 12 yards out, fails to hit the target. Rob Holding.
Yeah, that one backfired pretty badly. But at number 26, Sadio Mane was betrayed by his best friend. 5 minutes into the 2021 AFCON final, Sadio Mane's Senegal were awarded a penalty. But as Mane was preparing to take the spot kick, his Liverpool teammate Salah snitched on him by giving the goalkeeper tips on where to dive.
With the opportunity to open the scoring, Salah will obviously be able to...
Amazingly, it worked, and the goalkeeper saved the penalty.
Be able to pass on some inside information to Abu Gabal about the penalty take. A much bigger penalty now, and it is Senegal who missed the opportunity, and a wonderful save from Abu Gabal.
However, Mane redeemed himself by scoring the final penalty that won Senegal the trophy.
Upright against Mendy. Lachine saved! Saved! Now! Oh, Salah can't bear to watch. Mane! Mane! Senegal are African champions!
Still, the entire Senegal fan base knew they couldn't let this betrayal slide. So they waited patiently until they got their chance at number 25. This time, the teams met in the 2022 World Cup qualifiers. This was a winner-take-all match, and yet again, it went to penalties. So when Salah stepped up to take his spot kick, the fans kept pointing lasers at his face.
taking it first.
Despite all his efforts to ignore it, the attack was too much and he missed. After the game, FIFA fined Senegal $180,000 for the incident. Still, they didn't care. Anyone would gladly pay $180K for a spot at the World Cup. But the crazy part is, this is just 6 out of the 30 crazy mind games that we've got lined up. Still to come is a full-blown laser attack and a tricky Messi assist. But before we get to those, let's look at a player who missed a penalty because of Van Dijk's trickery. After his teammate gave away a penalty against West Ham, Van Dijk knew he needed to give his goalkeeper a fighting chance. So when nobody was looking, he messed up the penalty spot, which resulted in this.
Gamesmanship from Virgil van Dijk contributes. Owen composes himself and is denied by Alisson.
But at number 23, Messi fooled the entire stadium with one move. In a match between Barcelona and Celta Vigo, a clumsy tackle by a Vigo defender resulted in a penalty kick for Barcelona. As Messi was preparing to take it, the goalkeeper was expecting a shot to the left or right. However, Messi had other plans. So when the referee blew the whistle, he did this.
Messi steps up, plays it short to Suarez. Oh, it's a hat-trick for Suarez, and an incredible penalty.
Damn! Messi had that goalkeeper dancing like he was a puppet on strings. But for every original piece, there's always a cheap copy. After Galatasaray were awarded a penalty against Başakşehir, Mario Icardi and his teammates tried to recreate the famous Messi penalty assist, and...
Here I come.
Kerem Aktürkoğlu. Kerem geldi. Bıraktı ve top ağlara gitmedi. İnanılmaz. İnanılmaz bir an.
I know a famous rapper who would still be alive if Icardi were the shooter.
Oh my God. Hell no.
But at number 21, a goalkeeper devised a tricky way to play mind games.
No, I didn't. We spoke before the penalty. I told him I can bet him €100 that he wasn't going to give it. So I've lost the bet against Messi. I don't know if that's allowed at the World Cup. I'm probably going to get banned for it. I don't care right now.
So you bet it?
Pay him either.
You're not going to pay him 100?
No, he doesn't care about €100. Come on.
He has enough?
Yeah, I think so.
After losing that bet, Szczęsny knew he needed to compensate for the lost money. So when Messi was getting ready to play the spot kick, he winked at his teammates to relax. Then went ahead and made an incredible save. But even this craziness couldn't break into our top 20. That's because we've still got Joe Hart tricking Keita, and a brilliant double save still to come. However, before we get to those, let's look at Ronaldo playing mind games with a goalkeeper. During a match between Torino and Juventus, Cristiano Ronaldo and his Juventus teammates struggled to break down a resolute Torino defense. This frustrated the GOAT, but a silly foul by the goalkeeper gave Ronaldo the chance to score from the penalty spot.
All the way back towards his goalkeeper here. The pass was short though, and the referee gives a penalty. Goodness me, Simone Zaza there.
Now the goalkeeper had been trash-talking Ronaldo all game, so when the Portuguese prodigal squeezed the ball past him, he had to show him who's boss.
Ronaldo scores, and Juventus lead the derby.
But at number 19, a goalkeeper successfully messed with Kylian Mbappe's head. Just a few minutes into the match between Montpellier and PSG, the hosts gave away a silly penalty after a foul on Sergio Ramos. With Messi on the field, everyone expected the Argentine to be the one to take it, but Kylian Mbappe took over penalty duties. So when the goalkeeper saw that it was Mbappe, he confidently blocked the penalty.
Mbappe, though, denied by Benjamin Lecomte. Just that.
Unfortunately, the referee asked Mbappe to retake the kick.
Final action against Auxerre, but encroachment. Domination he showed in the World Cup final.
The goalkeeper then blocked the second penalty, much to the frustration of the Frenchman. But the goalkeeper at number 18 disrespected a player with his mind games. With Manchester losing a penalty shootout against Roma,
Packs a punch. Kolarov.
Joe Hart was confident of making a save when he saw Chiesa stepping to take his penalty kick. He taunted him, he laughed at him, and told him he would save this kick. Chiesa, on the other hand, thought Hart was joking. But when he took the shot, Hart embarrassed him with a brilliant save.
Keita, Joe Hart did know!
Maybe don't chat with the goalkeeper next time. Same way the next player shouldn't have listened to Andre Onana. During the penalty shootout between Manchester United and Coventry City, Andre Onana was in full Emi Martinez mode. So when he saw Ben Sheaf walking towards the spot kick, he started taunting and talking trash. Sheaf smiled like he had everything under control, only to end up blasting the ball over the bar.
Channeling his inner Emi Martinez, just trying to disrupt as much as possible. The yellow card. Now you will remember that he got a yellow card in the game, but it doesn't count as a shootout a year ago. Needs to score here for Coventry, and doesn't. And Manchester United are a kick away from the FA Cup final.
But while Onana's trickery worked, the next goalkeeper wasn't so lucky when he tried his mind games.
Now Sergio Busquets. He has missed in each of his last two shootouts for Spain. Saved in this World Cup against Morocco. Hit the post in the Euro 2020 quarterfinal against Switzerland. Mind games from Martin Paz. Down the middle, Busquets scores. Miami lead 2-1.
Pay attention to the goalkeeper pointing where he wanted Busquets to play the ball, only to get embarrassed with the Panenka. Even Messi was impressed with that one. But the goalkeeper at number 15 humiliated Sergio Ramos. During a match between Spain and Switzerland, the Spaniards finally got an opportunity to break the deadlock after the Swiss conceded a penalty. Sergio Ramos, a player who had scored 25 penalties in a row, stepped up to take it. But to the shock of everyone, he missed.
The man of the moment, the milestone maker for Spain, is denied by some.
Then, when Spain got another penalty, everyone expected him to score easily this time.
15 years since his Spain debut. The European record holder this time.
However, the goalkeeper knew exactly what he wanted to do. So he pretended to dive right, tricking Ramos into missing his second penalty of the night. But while Sommer completely fooled Ramos, the next goalkeeper was humiliated with his mind games. With Immobile standing over a penalty, the Lokomotiv Moscow goalkeeper pointed in the direction he wanted the ball played. Unfortunately, his attempt at reverse psychology backfired badly.
And Immobile scores. Excellent penalty.
But at number 13, Emi Martinez tried to trick Cristiano Ronaldo. During a match between Manchester United and Aston Villa, United were given a penalty late into the game.
Which was causing problems as we head into 5 additional minutes. Cavani looking to get his head on that.
Seeing Bruno holding the ball, Emi Martinez dared Ronaldo to take the penalty instead.
I did say we would see who would be taking the penalty for Manchester United, whether Fernandes or...
But CR7, who's a master of mind games himself, allowed his boy Bruno to take it, only for him to disgrace the GOAT.
Puts it into orbit. Mission abort. Repeat. Mission abort.
But if you think this is embarrassing, wait till you see what happens next. In a crucial penalty shootout between Germany and Italy at Euro 2016, Simone Zaza turned into a ballerina to try and confuse the goalkeeper.
Quite a deliberation and wide.
But after one of the most bizarre run-ups in history, he blasted the ball straight into space.
Quite a deliberation and...
Yeah, dancing and football don't go together. Or maybe they do, because the next goalkeeper danced his way into greatness. In 2022, Australia and Peru faced each other in a match that would decide the final slot at the World Cup. The stakes were high, the atmosphere was tense, and the players knew what they needed to do. However, after a hard-fought battle, the game was to be decided through a penalty shootout. Each team kept scoring their spot kicks, and the Australian goalkeeper knew he needed to do something about that. So when it was time for the decisive kick, he did this.
It's all on this for Peru.
His antics totally confused the player, resulting in a save that sent Australia to the 2022 World Cup. But even such a funny moment couldn't crack our top 10. Because messing with not one, not two, but 3 players in a single penalty shootout? You have to see this at our number 1 pick. But before we get to that, let's look at another mind battle between a GOAT and a goalkeeper. In a match between Manchester United and Norwich, Tim Krul thought he could trick Ronaldo into missing a penalty. But Ronaldo said, "Nah, I'm the master of mind games."
He's going to step up. Ronaldo with it, tries it in. And Manchester United get their breakthrough.
But the player at number 9 tricked an entire stadium.
Jardel nem sequer toma balanço. Vai ser tipo futebol de salão. Jardel.
It feels exhausting waiting that long, right? That's what I call a chess move, because the goalkeeper gave up before he even took the penalty. But the goalkeeper at number 8 deceived the most entertaining player in football history. After being recalled to the Brazilian national team, Ronaldinho got a chance to score from a penalty kick. The goalkeeper, Joe Hart, who had no regard for one of the legends of the game, started playing mind games. Despite Ronaldinho trying to laugh everything off, Joe Hart jumped to his left to make a brilliant save.
Ronaldinho for Brazil. Joe Hart saves.
But while Hart was just messing around, the next goalkeeper straight up intimidated his opponent. Imagine walking down to take a penalty, and the goalkeeper gives you a death stare like this. Not many people can withstand such intimidation, and clearly Mason Holgate was one of those people. But at number 6, Erling Haaland got his revenge over Bono. During a match between Dortmund and Sevilla, Yassine saved Haaland's penalty and ran straight to the player to mock him. But before he could finish celebrating, the referee ordered Haaland to retake the spot kick. This time, Haaland managed to squeeze the ball past him and celebrated in front of the goalkeeper. But while karma struck instantly in this match, the next goalkeeper took matters into his own hands. Literally. After exchanging blows for 120 minutes, the match between Portugal and England ended in a penalty shootout. First to play was David Beckham, and as soon as the Portugal goalkeeper saw him, he started playing mind games. He pulled out every trick he could, and when Beckham took his spot kick, Ricardo's antics proved too much for him to handle.
Over the bar, Beckham looks to the spot, but it's the first miss of this shootout.
But here's the fun part. Ricardo took off his gloves, saved a penalty without them, and scored the last kick that knocked England out of Euro 2004.
Ricardo now, what a story this will be! The goalkeeper saved and scored and won the game. Portugal, it's worked!
But the goalkeeper at number 4 realized he made a mistake when he messed with Zlatan Ibrahimovic. During a match between Inter and Milan, Julio Cesar got too excited when he saw his former teammate Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He tried to trash talk the big man, but Zlatan was unfazed. He did everything he could, only to have Ibrahimovic embarrass him badly.
Julio Cesar va a prendere posizione, la battuta di Zlatan Ibrahimovic, il pareggio del Milan.
Speak now, you clown. But the player at number 3 turned a goalkeeper into his favorite snack. In 2012, Joe Hart was in the form of his life. Dude was out making more saves than paramedics. So when the match between England and Italy got to penalties, Hart was confident of doing what needed to be done. Unfortunately for him, he came up against a player whose favorite snack was chips. So after all his gamesmanship, he crushed his confidence with arguably the coldest penalty in football history.
Si muoveva molto, faceva dei gesti strani.
And he misses. His country will be taken. Jiggling up and down on the line. This is Pirlo. Oh, how cheeky is that? The float.
What a penalty there!
Embarrassing your opponent is one thing, but getting tricked by a goalkeeper twice in one game? Well, that's what happens at number 2. In the 2021-2022 season, Karim Benzema was undoubtedly the best player in the world. He played with so much confidence and personality. However, nothing prepared him for what he faced when Real Madrid clashed with Osasuna. In the 51st minute of the game, Real Madrid won a penalty. As Benzema stepped up to take it, Herrera pretended he was diving right and instantly switched left to save Benzema's penalty.
Osasuna stay just one goal behind. Up steps Benzema and he
You would think Benzema had him figured out, but the goalkeeper tricked Benzema once again to block his penalty in the same way.
Behind Real Madrid.
He is right.
Up steps Benzema, saved it.
And he saves it again.
So Osasuna stay just one goal behind Real Madrid.
He is right.
But now, it's time for the craziest penalty mind game in history. After an entertaining 3-3 draw between Argentina and France, the winner of the 2022 World Cup was to be decided by penalty shootout. The tension was high, fans were biting their nails, and the GOAT debate was at stake. However, one person seemed unfazed in all of this. Emi Martinez, Argentina's goalkeeper. He knew he needed to give his team an advantage, so he pulled out every trick in the book. He first tricked Coman and saved his penalty. Then, when Tchouaméni stepped up to take his, he did all he could to trash talk, which ultimately led to the player missing. By the time he was done, all the French players could see were tears. Argentina were world champions.
Câmera exclusiva da Globo notando com o Messi. Ele simplesmente desabou. Não é só um título.
And in 2022, the world champions are Argentina.
Still, while being a prick can win you games, sometimes it gets you slapped by Ronaldo. Other times, you get beat up by your own teammate. Click on the next video to see the most disrespectful moments in football history.